Good morning, Lufkin Central and Online Worship Community. Jason Hollinger, the campus and community minister here. And for our time in Jesus and Coffee this morning, I just want to let you know that we just finished an amazing study in our family class time at Lufkin Central. One over Psalm 119. We did it a 10-week series, one taught by Matt Chandler. Find it on Right Now Media. And, just one of the things that I really loved about this study is just the as you see from David, just this raw, this authentic honesty that he has, and the struggles that he faces from the forces from without and the forces from within, and those that are just constantly against him, but then also aware of the presence and the presence and the power that comes from God, and the constant presence and just the unending power, and how his word is truth, and how his word can guide us into further seasons of joy, but also out of seasons of sorrow and chaos. And I think that's something that we all need, that especially right now, as things it just seems like when we start to navigate our way out of one difficult season, well, before it ends, it's like another one begins. And, you get to this point, you wonder, when is it all going to end? Is there an end in sight? Will we ever reach a point that we can all kidding aside, take a deep breath and breathe in things, and it just, man, it just seems like it's just constant. And also something else I know that I've experienced, that I've kind of reached this point in my life. It's just, yes, I've been tired, like all of us have. I've been tired for a while, but I think, I don't know about you. I'm just gonna lay it out there, but I'm kind of at a pivotal point, a very important moment right now, and it seems like, I get to these moments where it feels like I'm on edge all the time. I don't know about you. I don't know if you can relate to that, and where it's just, you just feel like I need a break. I need, like we said, when you're wanting kind of a break in all this madness, and you're like, and just when you get your hopes up that things are taking a turn for the better, you continue to hear reports, and you continue to hear news, and I don't want this morning to be all gloom and doom, but we finished off our study yesterday through Psalm 119, and that's where I want to take us to right now. Is we went to Philippians chapter 3, and I want to read this to you. Philippians chapter 3. I want to read it to you from one that I don't often read from, but the message translation. But I just really like how Eugene Peterson, who did this message translation, did it. And I'm going to read. It'll be verses 2 through 11. Steer clear of the barking dogs, those religious busybodies. All bark and no bite. All they're interested in is appearances. Knife-happy circumcisers, I call them. The real believers are the ones the Spirit of God leads to work away at this ministry, filling the air with Christ's praise as we do it. We couldn't carry this off by our own efforts, and we know it. Even though we can list what many might think are impressive credentials. You know my pedigree. A legitimate birth, circumcised on the 8th day, an Israelite from the elite tribe of Benjamin. This is Paul talking about himself. a strict and devout adherent to God's law, a fiery defender of the purity of my religion, even to the point of persecuting the church, a meticulous observer of everything set down in God's law book. The very credentials these people are waving around as something special, I'm tearing up and throwing out with the trash, along with everything else I used to take credit for. And why? Because of Christ. Yes, all the things I once thought were so important are gone in my life compared to the high privilege of knowing Christ Jesus as my master. Firsthand, everything I once thought I had going for me is insignificant, dog dung. I've dumped it all in the trash so that I can embrace Christ and be embraced by Him. I didn't want some petty inferior brand of righteousness that comes from keeping a list of rules when I can get the robust kind that comes from trusting Christ, God's righteousness. I gave up all that inferior stuff so that I could know Christ personally. And this is your challenge for today. So listen to this. I want to read this again. I gave up all that inferior stuff so I could know Christ personally. Find a way to do this today. In your next days. Experience His resurrection power. Be a partner in His suffering. And go all the way with Him to death itself. If there was any way to get in on the resurrection from the dead, I wanted to do it. We could not do what we do without each other. We could not take on the challenges of this world without each other. We cannot face them and be victorious without each other, and obviously, yes, without Christ. But without us working together, being a great support system for each other. So my challenge to you today, yes, is intentionally seek out ways to know Christ, but don't just do it by yourself. Partner with someone as you partner with the sufferings of Christ. Can't wait to hear and see how it goes. Have a great day. God bless.